you're not at
1,787. That's the number of tickets that were distributed for the game you are about to watch on the NFHS network as we get set to bring you the OHSAA Division I Region 3 Regional Championship from Ohio Dominican University. Pleasant good evening, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us, along with the director of Phenom United, Coach George Howard. My name is Chris Solwecki, and we are thrilled to be able to bring you this championship game featuring the Pacers of Delaware Hayes and the Pioneers of Olentangy Orange High School. And Coach, Wednesday night we saw a couple of good basketball games. Delaware Hayes was the nightcap. They took out Hilliard Bradley 56-40. And when you start talking about that team, you got to talk about an unsung hero, Jake Lohman, who averaged 7.3 points per game and had over 15 on Wednesday night.
Hey, he was incredible. I'm telling you, nobody expected him to come out and play the way he played the other night. But, somebody always is the one that steps up. There's always someone that steps up other than your heroes, per se, and he was the one the other night. But he did it with such confidence. Like, he just wanted that light, and he got it, and it was shine bright for him all night.
You mentioned the heroes. Of course, Jesse Burns averages 15.7 points. Landon Vanderwerker, 15.4. But another unsung hero, perhaps, was number 3, Jeremiah Russell, who handled the basketball most of the night and was very good at not turning it over.
I was just talking to his dad not long ago, and I said, the thing I like about your son, he's solid. He don't turn the ball over. He can shoot the ball if you leave him open, but he makes the right plays, and he runs that offense.
The Olentangy Orange Pioneers, they got an 8-point win over the Newark Wildcats, 50-42. They come in with a record of 26-1, and they are led by number 5, Devin Brown.
Hey, Devin Brown is a big-time player. His coach is here to see him tonight from Ohio University. I'm sorry, that's Burris' coach. But Devin is a big-time player, man, and you can look for him tonight to step up and let it all hang out on the floor.
Another spark plug for the Pioneers, number 3, Levi Davis.
Hey, super sophomore, man. He gets it done. He runs their offense. He can get to the cup. He's really good at getting downhill. I look for tonight to be a barn burner, but here's the thing about it. The stars come out at night, and we're going to find out tonight who it's going to be.
It has been a stellar day throughout Central Ohio. People have enjoyed the sunshine and the warmth as winter is giving way to spring, but now we come inside as the sun begins to set and we turn our attention toward heat on the hardwood. Let's pause 10 seconds as we stand for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the members call each of you to Ohio Dominican University in this regional championship basketball game in Division I between the Pioneers of Olentangy Orange and the Pacers of Delaware Hayes. John America, please stand and join in playing our national anthem. Pacers versus Pioneers just moments away. And Coach George Howard, when you talk about this coaching staff, you mentioned on Wednesday night you felt like that coaching played a huge role in who was going to be victorious tonight. It's Adam Vincenzo versus Anthony Kalo. We got a chance to talk to Coach Kalo during that second matchup. Talk a little bit about these two coaches and what they are going to mean to their squads tonight.
Well, I think both of them are really, really good coaches. They both are really good at making adjustments when it's time for that to happen. Coach Kalo is probably one of the top young coaches in the state of Ohio. And, of course, the coach of Delaware, he's a young coach as well, and he's got these guys playing at a high level. So I think when it comes down to it, it's going to be a matter of who's going to make the right adjustments at the right time.
I was going to say, these two teams, they're both 26-1. They both play in OCC divisions. They both have played very tough schedules all season long. So what's the margin of difference between them? It feels like it's a razor's edge, and this is a toss-up going into it.
Well, I think they're right here, man. I think they're right even. I think that it's, I don't think one is that much better than the other. If I was going to give an edge, I would probably give it to Hayes on the simple fact of size.
Yeah.
If I was going to give it an edge. Otherwise, I call them even. They're very similar in style. They're both good defensively. They play well together. They both trust their teammates. Hey, I can't even wait. Can we just start the game, please?
We will do that as soon as we introduce the starting lineups. By the way, Cleveland St. Ignatius defeated Brunswick 46-43 yesterday, so they are the team awaiting the winner of this one. Delaware or Olentangy Orange, one of them will face Cleveland St. Ignatius.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I've seen Ignatius 3 times this year, and I know Joyce very well. Ignatius is very, very good. Hey, but when you look at the other 3 teams that have already punched their ticket, they're all good.
Yes,
Whitmer defeated Garfield Heights today at the buzzer. Moeller lost today to Centerville.
Yeah.
4 straight times Centerville's been there. 4 straight times. But this time they're going without a pick Central.
Yeah, right. That's exactly right.
So it's going to be really good to see these teams and the winner of this, all 4 teams. Anybody can win it.
The starting lineups for these two teams. Let's begin with the visiting Delaware Hayes Pacers. Number 3, Jeremiah Russell, a 6-foot sophomore guard. Number 12, Carter Pyatt Brown, a 6'3" junior guard, averaging 7 points per game. Jake Lohman wears number 14. He was huge on Wednesday night. He's a 6'4" senior. He doubled his scoring average in one night last week. Jesse Burris wears number 21. He's a 6'4" senior. He's heading to Ohio University, averaging 15.7 points per game. And Landon Vanderwerker, a 6'7" junior forward. He wears number 24. For the Pioneers of Olentangy Orange, the Pioneers go like this. Number 1, Dylan Joy, a 5'11" senior guard. Number 2, Trayton Schrader, a 5'9" sophomore guard. Number 3, Levi Davis, a 5'11" sophomore guard. Number 5 is Devin Brown. He's a 6'5" junior forward. And number 15, Keegan Knupp. Knupp is a 6'3" junior forward. We didn't get to talk about him in the outset, but he played a big role the other night. On the tip, we have a whistle immediately.
Hey, partner. Knupp's dad came up to me today and said we're saying his name wrong.
It's Knupp, not Knupp.
Knupp, yes.
Got it.
He did it in a very nice, laughing way.
Well, that's good. We're all learning together. So on the tip, there was a violation against Orange, so it becomes Delaware's basketball. Just underway here from Alumni Hall. Russell with the basketball, dribbling against traffic. Crosses over, and they're going to call a palming violation against Jeremiah Russell. That's turnover.
But look at the matchups now. Look at the matchups. I was interested to see who was going to be matched up against who. And it's funny that they put Davis up against Lohman. Let's see how that works out.
Top of the key. That's Dylan Joy. Dribbles out, being guarded, hounded actually by Russell. He hands it off to Devin Brown. Brown crosses over, tries to get down into the paint, splits defender, shoots, misses the layup, and the rebound comes down to Jake Lohman.
Great defense by Vanderwalker. Oh.
Burns from way downtown. That's an air ball. And they call a deflection on it, so it'll remain Delaware Hayes basketball.
But the arm length The arm length is what did it. The arm length of Nup, it kind of messed up that shot a little bit. Now that's the matchup to watch right there.
Lohman kicks it to the corner. Driving is Burris, up, off the rim, and down. Jesse Burris uses the rim to his advantage and gives his team a 2-point advantage.
Orange is going to have to take that away because that's what Burris likes to do. He likes to get to the downhill to the bucket. They're going to have to take that away. And Devin Brown, let's see how he does in stopping him.
Brown sends it away. It's Trayton Schrader, gives it back to Brown. Brown working against Vanderwerker. Kick to the corner, then to the wing. 3-point jumper by Davis, front iron, no good. But the rebound pulled by Orange. A three from Day, it's good.
Whoa.
Dylan Joy from downtown.
Great rebound to go after the ball and get it back to his teammate.
Vanderwerker behind the net back. He kicks it to the corner, wide open three, too strong. Rebound pulled by Trayton Schrader. Here comes Olentangy Orange. The Pioneers into the paint. Jumper fading away, no good by Levi Davis, and the rebound pulled by Carter Pyatt Brown. Lohman drives down, kicks it for three. Vanderwerker, it's good. The 6'7" guy who dunked a couple times the other night hits from downtown and gives his team a 5-3 advantage. Davis hands it down. Right-handed layup, left-handed layup by Nup is good. Tied at 5.
Who's going to stop who?
Right.
They're both come out swinging.
Lohman gives it to Vanderwerker. Vanderwerker goes baseline, now kicks it out to really no man, and Devin Brown gets the steal. To Levi Davis, who will bring it up for the Pioneers. Davis all the way down the lane. Davis lays it up and in.
He's
fast
too quick
to the basket.
Too quick for Vanderwalker. He couldn't keep up with him. He's too quick for him.
7-5.
There's your matchup right there.
Yes,
That's
sir.
your matchup right there.
Olentangy Orange leading at 7-5. Lohman crosses his man over, drives into the paint. Off glass, no good. Devin Brown with the rebound for the Pioneers.
See how Orange has come out.
Brown with the pass that's deflected and stolen by Pyatt Brown to Vanderwerker, who goes up strong and finishes +1.
He fouled him on the shot. He should have let it go. He should have let it go instead of smacking his arm.
Foul was called on number 5, Devin Brown. His first foul, team foul number 1, and Landon Vanderwerker goes to the free throw line where he's a 77% shooter to try to give his team a 1-point advantage, and he does. 8-7, Pacers on top. 5:01 to play in the first quarter. Schrader brings it up and sends it to Brown, left of the circle. Brown being guarded by Vanderwerker. He goes left hand, straight to the rack, lays it up too strong. Pyatt Brown gets the rebound.
It was a good drive. It was a good move by Brown. He just didn't finish it.
Trying to lob it down to Vanderwerker, but Brown able to make the steal. Pass up ahead,
Nice.
and the lay-in is good. Dylan
What
Joy.
a pass by Brown. Kalo's got them getting the ball up and down the court today. Every time they touch it, they're pushing it down the court.
The tempo is frantic for sure. Lohman from downtown. Good.
There he is. There he is. He can be that X factor again tonight.
11-9. Hayes has the advantage. Brown comes off the screen set by Nup. Now he gives it to Nup at the elbow. Spins down into the paint against 2. He gets fouled as he lays it up, and he'll go to the free throw line for a couple.
It's good how Brown is there, and then he gets the ball out. Oh, that's nice. Real nice right there.
Good run out by Dylan Joy, and then defensively right there.
And then this is a nice shot by Lohman.
Nup's first free throw is up, rattles around and falls through. 4:07 to play. Nup now has 3, with one more free throw coming as Delaware Hayes substitutes Garrett Brown into the ball game. Brown replaces Carter Pyatt Brown. Second free throw is also good. We are tied at 11. Nup has 4. Lohman catches the inbound. He pushes it ahead. Both of these teams moving quickly. They're going to call a carry against Lohman. He may have gotten out in front of himself just a little bit.
No, it's the defense of Levi Davis. He felt Levi Davis on his hip. And that caused him to turn it over because he knew he was right there.
So
Levi Davis is going to have to stay in front of him.
Yes, sir.
He can't allow him to get down there.
So Davis caused the turnover. Now he has the ball momentarily. Now Devin Brown has it. Brown with the ball above his head. He hands it off to Davis. Left-handed dribble. Davis goes down the lane, shoots a floater over his defender. Beautiful shot by Levi Davis over Garrett Brown.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Took him to the bucket instead of going all the way. He just, nice little kiss.
13-11. Pioneers on top. Down into the paint. They're going to call a blocking foul. As driving to the bucket was Jeremiah Russell. There was a moment of hesitation with the officials.
Well, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he wasn't sure. So he looked at the other official to see if it was a charge, and he decided to go ahead and make the call.
So Russell to the free throw line. Up and good. Foul was called on Trayton Schrader. And now we've got a little bit of confusion on the floor as there are substitutions being made as the ball is inbounded. The scoreboard hasn't changed yet. 3:30 to play in the first quarter. Brown will bring it up. 14-13. Hayes has the lead. Brown looking for somewhere to go with it. Gives it to Nupp. Nupp gives it to Davis. Davis working. There's a pass down low. Tried to get it down low into Nupp, but instead went right past him. A little confusion on who the recipient was, and so Hayes gets the basketball back.
I don't know who he was looking at. If we look at the replay, we can probably see it, but I don't know who he was looking at on that play. I think he was waiting on somebody to cut. He was waiting on somebody to cut to the basket. Here, we'll see here.
Timeout taken by Hayes as Vanderwerker had a little trouble getting the ball inbounds. We're going to take a quick timeout. There's 3:16 to play in the first quarter. 14-13 is our lead. The Pacers on top of the Pioneers. More to come right after this.
The innocence of
Landon Vanderwerker, the 6'7 junior, leads all scorers with 6 points here early in the ball game. He's got 6 of the 14 points for Delaware Hayes. The Pacers lead by 1, 14-13 over the Orange Pioneers. Trying to make sure all the players check in the appropriate spot to the official score. The inbound this time handled easily. The ball's in the hands of Jesse Burris. Burris sends it away to Garrett Brown. Brown into the paint, looks for somewhere to go. He kicks it out. Russell over to Burris again. Bounce pass down low, deflected, lost out of bounds. Nupp the last one to touch it. Good defense by the 6'3 junior. And it'll be number 35, Chase Griggs, to inbound it for Hayes. He gives it to Burris, who gives it to Vanderwerker. 2:58 to play. Gives it up to Russell, top of the key. Russell to the corner, Burris. Burris ball fakes against Brown. Now picks up his dribble, sends it away. Back to Vanderwerker. Top of the key to Burris. Burris dribbling, trying to get on the right side. Now he gets tied up by number 2, Trayton Schrader. In an alternating possession, it's going to go to the Pioneer of Orange. So the turnover for Delaware Hayes on that play, and the Orange will get the basketball back, trailing by 1, 14-13.
Great defense on that play. They went after the ball with great help on there as well. You got a good defensive battle on both sides. Look at there, look at there, look at there.
The ball was lost momentarily, but coming up with it is Levi Davis, who spots for 3, no good. Tipped and tapped, and Vanderwerker ends up going up, and a 6'7 frame gets the rebound. He's out to Russell. Russell skipped to a wide-open Griggs. He drives into the paint, shoots a floater, it's good. The 6' sophomore Griggs puts it home.
He took it to the glass. He wasn't going to be denied. He took that to the glass. He wanted that bucket. That was a nice move to the bucket.
That ball is deflected by Garrett Brown. Brown, a 5'11 junior. He's played in every game this season. Plays good minutes defensively. Brown to inbound. Devin, I should say. They're going to let it go all the way to the backcourt. Nupp is able to get it. He kicks it out. Davis drives baseline, kicks to the corner. Three-point jumper by Joy. In and out, no good. Vanderwerker gets the rebound.
That was a great look. It just didn't fall.
Vanderwerker left side down the lane, puts it up, no good. And the ball is rebounded by Olentangy Orange. Here comes Davis up the sideline, behind the back, through two defenders. To the lane, lays it up, no good. And the rebound by Chase Griggs. And then a foul will be called against Orange.
I'm not sure. I mean, he took it to the glass. I don't think if anything was there. I thought maybe he should have brought that out at that particular time. He's tired. They need to give him a break.
He's coming out right now. That was a nifty behind-the-back move for Levi Davis to split the defense that time. The Pioneers trail by 3, 16-13, and Hayes has the basketball. Trying to get it in is Griggs. He does. Stolen away, laid up and in.
Nice.
Ellis Apia.
Nice.
So Griggs stressed a little bit on the inbound. Tried to find Russell. Instead, Apia got the steal and laid it home. Ball fake. Looking for somewhere to go with it now. Backdoor bounce pass. Good job staying under control for number 35, Chase Griggs. He's got 4.
Hey, that was a nice fake. You got to stay and keep your feet on the ground. But that's not what they did. That was a good fake. He scored off of it.
Devin Brown, top of the key, working against Vanderwerker. Takes him to the right side, gets down the lane, lays it up and off the glass. That's good.
Nice
Devin
move.
Brown.
Nice move by Brown. Nice move.
Vanderwerker gets it into Griggs. Griggs goes to his knees, falling down. And now they're going to call a jump ball, and alternating possession keeps it with Hayes. But Griggs, when he went across the 10-second line, it looked like he tried to stop short and just fell down. So a moment here of good housekeeping on the floor. There's
that was a nice. Oh, that wasn't a steal. We missed the steal.
Yeah, he showed
But look
it.
at the look. Look, he got him. He got him up in the air and then went up and scored on that. They got to stay down on their feet. You can't get up in the air.
Devin Brown, great move underneath on the glass as well. 18-17, Hayes has the lead. The inbound comes to the backcourt, and Logan Vanderwerker. He brings it across the 10-second line. He's working. Behind the back dribble. Kick out for 3, no. Going to drive into the paint. Gives it to Vanderwerker again. 17-footer, back iron, no good. The rebound, though, comes down to Hayes, number 22, Garrett Brown. Kick out for 3. Lohman off the front of the rim, but he's fouled by Apia. And Jake Lohman, I think, is going to get 3 free throws.
Didn't I just talk about staying down,
Yeah.
keeping your feet on the ground? I just talked about that. And what did he do? He jumps right up at him. You can't run out. It's okay to close out. But when you close out, you got to stay on your feet and stay under control. Now he's got a chance to make 3.
Jake Lohman, a 59% free throw shooter, but he hits his first one.
This game is going back and forth. Both teams are playing good, but both teams are making some costly mistakes as well.
Second free throw is no good. One more coming for Jake Lohman. Checking in for Delaware Hayes, number 4, Will Slim Sims, a 6'5 junior forward, averaging 3.4 points per game. 19-17 with one more free throw coming for Jake Lohman. 29.2 seconds remain in the first quarter. Third free throw, no good. And a whistle and an over the back against Hayes.
I guess it came out all right then, huh? He missed 2 of the 3.
That's right.
So I guess it was all right.
So 19-17, Hayes has the lead.
I don't see him they might keep Levi out the rest 28 seconds. I know they're not going to keep him out too long.
Cutler gives the inbound to Brown. Brown sends it away to Trayton Schrader.
See if they take the last shot.
Likely at 16 seconds. Devin Brown working against Sims. Brown sends it away. Schrader tries to go. Ball is deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Hayes. It'll remain Pioneer basketball with 8.3 to play.
You got to run something. You got to set a screen and try to hit somebody back door. I knew they was going to bring him back in at some point.
Yeah, Levi Davis back in, number 3, along with number 15, Keegan Knupp. Devin Brown down on the block. Knupp triggering the inbound. Davis trying to find space. They hand it off to Brown instead. Brown into the paint, goes up strong, no good. Rebound pulled away by Burris. He dribbles behind his back, shoots from just beyond 3, and he gets it.
Yes, he did.
Burris from beyond half court. Buries the jump shot.
Yes, he did.
A three-pointer from just beyond half court. And the score at the end of one period of play. The Pacers of Hayes, 22. The Pioneers of Orange, 17. Second quarter action on the other side of this timeout. You are watching the OHSAA Division I Region 3 Regional Championship on the NFHS Network. As the clock hit 0-0s to end the first quarter, a big-time shot from a big-time player. Coach, you say it all the time.
Hey.
Big-time players make big-time plays. Here it is again.
There it is. Big-time players make big-time plays when they're supposed to be made, and he made one right there. Now, not only did that give him 3, but what a morale booster, right?
Got that right. Put you up 5, 22-17 as you start the quarter. So Jesse Burris, the 6'4 senior who averages 15.7, maybe none bigger than those 3 for all the right reasons. Here comes Devin Brown bringing it up for the Pioneers. To Knupp, to Levi Davis. Davis left of the circle. Top of the key, Brown. Brown dribbles down into the paint. They're going to call a blocking foul. Perhaps a hand check foul. Before the shot.
Yeah, he got hit in that thigh. I think he got hit in that thigh or rode that ankle a little bit. Let's see how it affects him going forward. But I want to give you an interesting stat. Turnovers, both teams have been turning the ball over, but Delaware had 6 turnovers in that first quarter. Olentangy only had 3. They got to cut down on them turnovers.
Yes,
both
they
teams.
Do. Deep 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Vanderwerker gets the rebound. Dylan Joy's shot from nearly press row. Russell spins into the paint, goes up against pressure, off the front of the rim, no good. Vanderwerker fighting, he gets the rebound. Backing down Knupp, he goes up and under and lays it home. Landon Vanderwerker for 2.
He was determined to get that. He said, I want it, I'm going to go get it, and he took it.
Vanderwerker has 8 of his team's 24, a third of their points. Brown, top of the key. Brown goes the right side, shoots over pressure. It's good, and a foul.
Nice move. Did you see the way he switched up to the left? Beautiful move. You couldn't ask for nothing better than that.
The foul is called on number 12,
look here,
Carter
look
Pyatt
how
Brown.
he switched up. Went to there. Now it was real nice. That's how you get to the cup. I'll tell you something else, partner. In that first quarter, Olentangy shot 48% from the field, and Delaware shot 57%. Tell me it can't get no better than that.
That's right, they're shooting well. Knupp goes high to get the rebound on the missed free throw by Brown, and so it'll remain in a Pioneer possession. Brown now top of the key. Tries to cross over Pyatt Brown. Gets into the paint, shoots hard with his left hand.
He's taking
off
over.
the front of the rim and good.
He's taking over. He's taking over.
Devin Brown says, we're not going down on my watch. Lohman working hard against Davis. Gives it up. Going baseline. Carter Pyatt Brown missed it. Bounce pass outside. Here comes Knupp to the glass. He uses some English and gets it to go.
They're right back in it, man. They're right back in it. They're right back in it. There we go.
Good pass underneath, and there's Burris with the reverse.
Good pass and good finish by Burris. Hey, I'm loving what we got going on here.
Pyatt Brown with the pass. Pass downside to Davis. Into the middle, stolen away. Lohman comes up with a loose ball, and now Davis is going to be called for the foul.
Yeah, he didn't mean to pick up that one. But
That's
he
his
reached
second.
he reached his arm in there. You're going to have to sit him down now. You got to sit him down. You ain't got no choice. You don't want him to pick up his third.
So he comes to the bench, 6:04 to play in the second quarter. A 3-point advantage for Delaware Hayes. They've led most of the way.
Defensively, let's see how it hurts them.
Lohman has it. Working against Apia. Crosses him over. Spins back into the paint. Goes up against Apia. Lays it up. No good. Vanderwerker trying to get the rebound. And they're going to call him for being over the top. That's his second foul.
Yeah, he said, no, don't take me out, but you got to take him out. Players don't want to come out because players are so mentally involved in the game, they don't want to come out the game. But when you pick up them 2 fouls, you got to come out the game.
5:50 to play in the second quarter, 26-23. Pacers on top of the Pioneers. Pioneers with the basketball. Devin Brown dribbles, coming off a screen. That's an illegal screen set by Nupp, according to the official. And that'll be a turnover back to Delaware Hayes. Lohman to trigger the inbound. To Carter Pyatt Brown. Comes up against token pressure, sends it away. That's Garrett Brown. Brown back to Carter Pyatt Brown. To Lohman, back to Pyatt Brown again. Into the paint, splits some defenders, goes up off glass. A little English gets it to go.
Wow, nice move. Nice move by Brown. The 6'3" junior guard took it to the cup.
Pyatt Brown's first 2 points of the ball game. He averages 7. And there's one that rattles around and falls home off the fingertips of Devin Brown.
Hey, Brown has really kind of said, hey, if we're going to lose this, not on my watch, we're not going to. He's kind of taking over the game for Orange.
Lohman goes up strong. He'll get fouled. All these guys named Brown reminds me of that UPS commercial, what can Brown do for you? Well, Devin Brown is doing some work right now.
Hey, you know, the guy that came in for Levi, you know, he's really a good player. But I'm not exactly sure if he's the player defensively that Levi is.
Yeah, right.
He's pretty good, but they put Levi Davis on him for a reason. And he's noticed that. That's why he's taking him to the basket.
You're talking about Ellis Apia, the 6'1" junior guard, number 4.
Yes. So they just made, look, I want you to notice, he just made an adjustment, right? We talked about adjustments at the beginning of the game. So Kalo noticed that there's a little matchup problem there. So he brought in somebody that's a little taller, and let's see how that works.
Yeah, Apia goes to the bench, number 11. Carson Cutler comes into the ball game. Cutler is 6'2", senior forward. Free throws are not good. That's not a strength of Jake Lohman, at only 59% on the season from the free throw line. Cutler has it left of the circle. Now he bounced pass to Nupp. Nupp hands it off to Brown, who spots for 3.
We got it out,
no good, and Pyatt Brown gets the rebound. He sends it ahead. Strong but short. Rebound pulled by Devin Brown. Nupp quickly ahead to Joy. Joy into the paint, kick out. Oh, he thought about it, man. Trayton Schrader had a smile on his face. Instead, he drives, and in the paint from about 7 feet gets a floater to fall.
You know what? I tell you what, I like Schrader. His size is kind of small, but his heart is bigger than him. And he plays hard. And he wanted to get there, and that was a nice shot.
5'9"
nice
sophomore, yes, sir. Lohman spins into the paint, wants to shoot, but before he can do so, a foul is called on number 11, Carson Cutler, the blocking foul. 28-27, Hayes has the lead. 4:07 to play. That's team foul number 4 against the Pioneers, so this will be a common foul. After this one, everybody shoots 2 free throws, or everybody for Hayes, I should say. Pyatt Brown lobs it in. Burris, right side, fadeaway jumper. Going up for it was number 4, Will Sims. But he could not get the rebound. It's a turnover to the Pioneers.
Yeah, well, that defensive pressure by Nupp, you know, that's twice we've seen that happen.
Yes, sir. Brown being guarded by Sims, left of the circle. Looking for a screen by Nupp. Now he crosses him over, tries to go baseline. He does. He gets it high off the glass and gets it to go. Devin Brown just used Sims.
Devin Brown is showing why he is a D1 player. He's showing, hey, I can get this done and put this team on my back, and I can get it.
29-28. The Pioneers lead. Baseball pass to Joy. Joy goes up strong off glass and lays it home.
They getting it up and down that court. Might get a timeout here any minute.
3:21 to play. It's a 3-point lead for the Pioneers. Burris going to calm things down, take matters into his own hands. He drives the paint, lays it up off glass.
That's what he did.
That's good.
That's exactly what he did. He said, hey, my name is Jesse Burris. Don't count me out.
Burris with a layup off the right side, cuts the deficit to 1, 31-30. Cutler with a bounce pass.
What a game we've got here, partner.
Driving the lane, left-handed layup, it's up and it's good. Devin Brown.
Ain't no answer for him. I don't know if T. Perkins is watching this game, but your guy is getting it done, Coach.
Brown with 12 points here in the first half. Left-handed dribble, Pyatt Brown kicks it out. Jeremiah Russell directing traffic. Now he goes left hand, spins into trouble. Tries to get down onto the block. It's the best he can do. He goes up and under, too strong, and the rebound by Devin Brown. You're exactly right. Brown pushing it, and the foul's going to be called on number 2, Drew Banachek.
I sense some momentum has swung over to Orange.
I think you're right, partner. Banachek picks up the foul, his first. There's Brown going up strong and how high off the glass.
Strong. Yes. Look at it. He looks down the court. He gets in there, strong layup.
Dylan Joy, only 5'11", but he's built a little bit like a fire plug. He is big, round, strong. Brown from 13. Perfect.
Oh, he's
Devin Brown.
Hey, listen. He's in a whole different zone. He's in another zone right now.
Yes, he is.
You can't stop him right now.
30-second timeout taken on the floor. The Pioneers lead it 35-30. Brown with 12 points. Here's some of his best work thus far.
Look at it, how he gets to the cup. He's saying he can't stop me. And then if they show the pull-up, he does it with confidence. Look at this. Look, he comes off the high screen and pulls up. Look at that. Perfect. We got a barn burner right here.
Yes, we do. Beautiful fadeaway on that. Brown using his frame, using his spacing. Did a great job getting that one to go. 2 minutes exactly to play in the first half. 35-30 is the score.
He's got 14 points in this half right here, and I don't see him letting up.
Leading all scorers. The leading scorer for Delaware Hayes is number 21, Jesse Burris. He has 9. And Vanderwerker has 8.
But in the second quarter alone, Devin Brown was 4 for 6 from the field. 4 for 6 in this quarter alone.
So in 6 minutes.
Let's see if Delaware, after this timeout, can come back and counter with something to get the momentum back. You got the crowd over here quiet right now.
You do indeed. Ball fake, jump shot taken and made. Nicely done by Chase Griggs.
Nice. Got him up in the air. I tell you got to stay on the floor. He got him up in the air. He come down, and then he got that bucket.
Griggs averages 5.3 points per game. He's already got 6 tonight. Maybe the unsung hero for this Hayes team as things continue on. That ball is deflected onto the ground, and they're going to call it out, foul, and send it the other way. I think they're calling the foul on Devin Brown. They are indeed. I'm not sure that was a foul. It looked like a loose ball scrum. But the official saw something I didn't.
Well, it's interesting. How many fouls? Is that 2 on him? He got to get out.
That's just 2. Yeah, that's 2 on Devin Brown.
You got to get him out for the last 21-23.
And he has gone to the bench. Apia checks in. That's going to change things up a little bit. Now we've got a whistle and a quick conversation between 2 of the officials. Jake Lohman.
But I want you to notice something now.
Yeah.
Orange is real small right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're small. Let's see what for minute 23 how Hayes is going to counter back with the size right now.
You got Lohman, you got Vanderwerker, and you've got Burris. And now the one official is going to head over to the Orange Pioneers bench I'm not sure what the discussion was. They're not letting us in on it. But they're going to send number 21. This looks like maybe was there a technical foul?
No.
No, they're just waiting for the white team to get to the line. So number 21, Jesse Burris, will shoot a couple of free throws, as that was the 5th team foul on the Pioneers, and that's why there was a moment of hesitation. It wasn't a player control foul. It just happened to be a foul on them. Free throw is up and no good. And if Hayes ends up losing this game, they'll look back at their free throw percentage, and that'll be culprit number 1. They've been not good from the charity stripe here in the first half. Second free throw. That one's perfect. 35-33. A 2-point lead for Olentangy Orange. 1:22 to play.
If I'm Orange, I'm going to try to take some air out of this ball and run some offense right now.
Joy has bounce pass away. That's Nupp. Nupp against Lohman. Goes up strong.
Wow.
And gets it to go. Nicely done.
Wow.
By Keegan Nupp.
Real nice. He said, hey, y'all might be out the game, but I'm still here now.
Lohman hands it off to number 35, who drives. That's Chase Griggs. He gets it to go.
Nice move.
Griggs with 8 points already in this first half, averaging 5.3 a game.
That was a strong move, but I don't like what he's doing. I don't know. Kalo's bringing in his 2 players right now. Do you want to bring them in right now and take a chance on them picking up a cheap offensive call? I don't know if that's something you want to do right now.
37-35 the score. The free throw coming from Griggs. He's a 71% free throw shooter. The foul was called on Dylan Joy, his first. The free throw by Griggs is no good. Nupp gets the rebound.
He's got to be careful that he doesn't try to do too much on this right here and get a foul that he doesn't want to pick up.
Brown and Davis keeping it well extended beyond the three-point line. Now Davis drives and kicks it out. The ball back in the hands of Brown. 32 seconds. Brown sends it away to Davis once again. Davis being guarded by Carter Pyatt Brown. Now Davis puts the ball on the floor. Sends it back to Devin Brown. Devin being guarded by Burris. 13 seconds. He crosses over Burris twice but can't get the spacing. Now he starts to penetrate. 6 to shoot. Spinning. Kick to the top. Davis bobbles. Now he ball fakes. Puts it on the floor. Shoots from 15. It's good.
Wow.
Levi Davis from about 17 feet at the buzzer.
So now this makes Kalo look like, hey, a genius. I'm bringing my top 2 players to take the last shot, and they get a bucket from it. What a move, what a move.
So the end of the first quarter was a three-pointer from half court by Jesse Burris. The end of the second quarter is also a buzzer beater, this one by Levi Davis of the Pioneers. And the score at the end of the first half of play, Olentangy Orange 39, Delaware Hayes 35. We'll take a break. Halftime is next. Stay right there. We've got us a good one. This is OHSAA Division I Regional 3 Championship Basketball on the NFHS Network.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
He's going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play wins it for Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Micaiah touchdown.
39-35 is our score as the second half is about to get underway from Alumni Hall on the campus of Ohio Dominican University. The team with 39 is Olentangy Orange. The Pioneers benefited from a last-second two-point jumper by Levi Davis as the clock expired to see their lead increase to 4. Hayes led for most of the first half, Coach, but this is a team that in the second half they saw one young man kind of take over the game, and that's number 5, Devin Brown.
Well, you know what? He did. He took over the game. He ended up with 14 points. And I want to see what he's going to do this half. But when you real quick, and as far as I was looking here for Hayes went 3 for 5 from the three-point line. Olentangy Orange only went 1 for 5 at 20% from the three-point line. Let's see if that changes because they can shoot the ball.
Hayes has it. The pass is down low to Vanderwerker. He goes up strong, misses it the first time, but gets his own rebound and puts it back to cut the deficit to 2.
I already see one of the adjustments that they made. One of the adjustments, they said, okay, we're going to slide him down in that paint, and we're going to start using you down in that paint now.
Yeah, he hit a 3 in the first half. He can play with facing the basket, but at 6'7", he does some amazing things down on the block as well. Top of the key. Trayton Schrader with the basketball. He sends it away to Joy. Back to Schrader. Back to Joy. Right-handed dribble. Lob over to Schrader. Schrader pops for 3 over Russell. Front of the rim, no good. And Carter Pyatt Brown gets the rebound. Vanderwerker sends it across to Carter Pyatt Brown. Vanderwerker dribbles to the top of the key, hands off. That's Burris. Jesse drives the lane against Devin Brown, goes up strong, and he gets fouled, and that's Devin Brown's 3rd foul.
Yeah, that's 3 on him. And I guess, you know, it looks like they're going to get down here and they want to get to the bucket. That's where they want to get their points from right now. But if I'm not mistaken, Delaware Hayes came out in a zone. If I'm not mistaken, he came out into a zone.
Burris, an 83% free throw shooter, hits his first and cuts the deficit to 1. He can tie it here as quickly number 4, Ellis Apia comes in, replacing Devin Brown. And you hate to have Brown, the 6'5 junior, go to the bench this early in the 3rd. Second free throw good.
Well, he took him out because he wanted to save him for later on. That's what he wanted to do.
The scoreboard is incorrect. It should be 38 all instead of 40-37.
They'll fix it. They'll get it right.
Right-handed dribble. That's Trayton Schrader. Schrader gives it up. Apia thought about shooting. Now he spins out. Schrader, top of the key. Reversal to Joy. Bounce pass to Apia. Apia tries to go baseline to Nupp. Nupp goes up. Can't get it to finish. And the ball's last touch.
Great move, though.
By Delaware Hayes.
Great move, though, partner. That was a great move down there. He just didn't finish it. And I tell you, these first 3 minutes are going to be what's going to really dictate this game.
39 all is the score right now. They're going to go all the way to the backcourt and Trayton Schrader, and he'll bring it back into the front court. Coach said the first 3 minutes. We are in minute number 2, coming up on 2 minutes gone. Joy with a three-point jumper. That's an air ball.
It was blocked. It was tipped. It was tipped.
Jake Lohman comes up with it. Lohman drives the baseline, goes up. He gets fouled by Schrader, who goes underneath him. And Lohman will go to the free throw line. That's always a good foul if you've got one to give, because Lohman, 59% from the free throw line.
But if you notice what they've done on each possession thus far, they've attacked the bucket on each possession. So that's one of their, I guess the adjustments that they've made is that they're going to come out now and they're going to attack the bucket.
Schrader picks up his 2nd foul. That's team foul number 2 of the 3rd quarter. Jake Lohman, first free throw is good. One more free throw coming as Lohman gives Delaware Hayes a 1-point lead, 40-39. Second free throw, perfect. 59% take that, says Jake Lohman. Schrader to bring it up.
Somebody's going to have to take over this game and make some things happen because Devin Brown is not there. So let's see who's going to step up for Orange right now.
Schrader handling the ball, handling duties. Dribbles to his left, shoots a floater. Too big off the back rim, and the rebound pulled by Jesse Burris. Vanderwerker sends it to Lohman, who spots from very deep and hits. And then a foul is called underneath, and it's going to be called against Schrader of the Pioneers. So a 3 for Hayes, and they get the basketball back.
You know, it's crazy how you have a turn of events. You know, right before the half, it was Orange that had the momentum. Now, I told you, these first 3 minutes is very important, and Delaware Hayes has come out, and they've come out with a force, and now they're up 44-39 and about to make it 45 if he can knock down his free throws.
We're 2.5 minutes into this third quarter. 44-39 is the score. Hayes has taken the lead. On the timeout, Devin Brown went to the scores table to check back in, so even with 3 fouls, they're going to bring Brown back into the game quickly.
But I guarantee you, partner, what's going to happen is they're going to attack Devin Brown right off. I would.
Yeah,
that's what I would do. I would attack him right off the bat.
Out of the timeout, both teams coming back. It'll be a play underneath the basket for Delaware Hayes. Trayton Schrader picks up his 3rd foul as he undercut on the rebound on the big Jake Lohman 3. So Lohman hit the 3. The foul was after the ball was airborne. So it's a common foul, the 3rd team foul for the Pioneers. Quickly into the paint, Vanderwerker goes up strong, too strong, gets his own rebound though, and goes right back up. Landon Vanderwerker for 2.
Hey, he wanted that one.
Yes,
he said, I'm going to get this. He took it from him and got the bucket.
46-39, Vanderwerker now with 12. Pass down low, Nupp goes up strong, misses the first one but gets the second one to go.
They needed that one. They needed that. Now they've got to get a stop here.
Nupp now with 10. Jesse Burris drives. He's double teamed. Skip to the top. That's Russell who spins into the paint, lays it home. Jeremiah Russell for 2.
Big time move. Nice move. Nice move by the sophomore.
9-point advantage for Delaware Hayes. 7-point advantage. 48-41. Schrader gives it to Brown. Devin back to Schrader. Back to Brown across the top.
They're in the zone. Hayes has come out in the zone, and it's been pretty effective as well. What they did was they took away that drive penetration by going to that zone.
That time Brown drove on the zone and took it right at Jake Lohman, who committed the foul, his 2nd, team foul number 1 of the 3rd quarter. Devin Brown to the free throw line to shoot 2. Brown's first one is perfect. 48-42, a 6-point lead for Hayes. The Pacers have been very warm coming out of the locker room. The Orange struggled for an identity when Devin Brown was on the bench after picking up his 3rd foul, but now he's back out there. He misses the 2nd free throw, and Vanderwerker gets the rebound.
Can't afford to miss no free throws right now. You've got to take everything that they give you.
Vanderwerker's going to take the air out of it a little bit, sends it to Jake Lohman, top of the key.
I knew they was going to come back to him.
He spins and loses it, picked up by Joy. Dylan Joy pushing it left side for the Pioneers. He goes straight to the rack, gets it to go, uses the rim to his advantage, and it's a 4-point game.
Good drive, good take by the young fella. He knew he had him on his hip, and he took him to the bucket.
Burris gave it to Lohman. Lohman got into the paint, kicks out to Pyatt. Brown for 3, it's good. Carter Pyatt Brown from downtown, he's got 5. 51-44 Hayes.
They left him wide open, and he knocked it down. They've got to take those threes away. They cannot exchange buckets with Delaware right now.
Davis dribbles the basketball, gets into the paint, kick out for 3. Joy from downtown, an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Hayes basketball. No deflection this time.
Look at this. Nice kick, nice kick, nice kick to the corner. Wide open for the shot.
Pyatt Brown brings it up, sends it to Vanderwerker left of the circle. He dribbles towards the top, working against Devin Brown, shoots from just beyond the three-point line, no good, and the rebound to Dylan Joy. Here comes Davis. Left-handed dribble. Lob pass to the corner. Schrader back to Davis. Davis to Brown. Devin working against Carter Pyatt Brown. Sends it to the corner to Davis. Davis drives into the paint. Goes up, gets stripped, and it's picked up by Jake Lohman, who goes deep to Russell. Jeremiah Russell spins into the paint, shoots, and they're going to wave it off. The foul was on the spin. And the foul is called to number 2, Trayton Schrader, and that's his 4th.
I like that little guard. I like that little Russell kid.
So Schrader has to go to the bench. It'll be number 4, Elias Apia, that comes in to replace him. Vanderwerker gives to Lohman, who shoots an air ball. That's a heat check right there. He was not open. Brown crosses a man over, gets into the paint, pushes Burris away, shoots back of the iron, no good. The ball's loose on the floor. Nupp comes up with it. Joy with the jumper, no good. Brown gets the rebound. Kick out to Davis for 3, front of the rim, no good. And now we've got a foul on the rebound by Nupp.
Who's it on?
And it'll go to Hayes.
Who's the foul on?
It's on number 15, I believe, Nupp.
Okay. Well, they just had 3 or 4 opportunities at the bucket, and they didn't take advantage of neither one of them. And you cannot afford right now, with you being down 51-44, you've got to knock those down.
That's Nupp's 2nd foul, but more importantly, it's the team's 5th. So Hayes will be shooting free throws the rest of the quarter, which is 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Carter Pyatt Brown will go to the free throw line. He's a 59% free throw shooter.
If he makes both of these, that puts him up 9, and I think that's going to make it tough unless Orange goes on a run.
The first by Pyatt Brown is perfect. 52-44. That's the 6th point for Pyatt Brown, with 1 more coming. Joy goes to the bench, and number 11, Carson Cutler, checks in for the Pioneers. Pyatt Brown with 1 more free throw. And it's good. 53-44. Pyatt Brown goes to the bench, and checking in is number 35, Chase Griggs.
You know, here's the crazy thing. The crazy thing is that Orange has every single guy starting on this team coming back next year.
Yeah. Devin Brown passes it away. Davis in the corner. Skip pass to Brown. Quickly recovering is Griggs. Brown tries to go baseline, gets past Griggs, lays it up and in. And a timeout taken by the Pioneers.
They needed that. They needed that bucket.
Full timeout, 53-46 with 1:44 to play in the 3rd quarter. With the director of Phenom United, Coach George Howard, I'm Chris Solwecki. We're so glad you've chosen to join us tonight. What a ball game we've had, Coach. 53-46. We've seen each team make runs, and we've seen the best players shine brightest tonight.
Yes, they have. It's been a great game. Now, I'll tell you the one thing that I'm looking for to come in this 4th quarter is we're going to see that who is going to step up now that they're down by so many points. Partner, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a chess battle in this 4th quarter. I mean, look at what he's doing now. He's making a call, timeout with 1:44 to go.
Yeah.
So we're going to see what's going to happen in that 4th quarter moving forward. It's going to be good.
It is going to be good. There's no question about it. And all eyes are going to be on Devin Brown, the 6'5 junior. He kind of controlled the 2nd quarter single-handedly and took the Pioneers from a deficit to a lead. It's almost certain that he's going to be going into the 4th quarter with the deficit again. So will he be able to take over in those final moments? Or will it be somebody from Delaware Hayes, a Landon Vanderwerker, or a Jesse Burris?
Orange is going to need Devin Brown to step up and do what he did in that 2nd quarter. That's what they need. But they need other people to step up. Nobody else has stepped up.
Chase Griggs to inbound the basketball. He gives it to Jeremiah Russell. Russell will take his time bringing it up against 0 pressure. He's across the 10-second line, waiting for the offense to get set.
Orange is went to a zone 2.
3-pointer from Burris. It's good. Jesse Burris from downtown.
Oh, man. So during that timeout, what happened was Kalo set up a zone defense, and they had a great zone offense for it, and they countered because they had nobody in that corner to break down that zone. Wow.
The lead has swollen to 10. We have a foul on the floor. Jeremiah Russell commits the foul against Devin Brown.
Look, so they move the ball around. See, nobody rotates. He gets there. Now, I don't know where Levi is on that play. He was too far over.
Yeah.
He committed too far over. He should have been over there, closer to that player.
Brown gets double teamed, picks up his dribble, has to give it to Levi Davis. Davis into the paint, kick out to Apia. Apia back to Davis as he replaces himself. Deep three, no good. And the rebound is pulled, and the foul is going to be called. I believe that's on number 15, Keegan Nupp. It is.
Olentangy Orange cannot knock down a shot tonight. They're usually a pretty decent three-point shooting team, but tonight they're not able to knock it down.
Nupp picks up his third personal foul, and to the free throw line is number 22, Garrett Brown. Brown is a 40% free throw shooter.
If my stat guy can, maybe he can let us know where we are with Orange on three-point shooting, because at the half they was 1 from 5. I wonder where they are right now.
First free throw, no good. 45.9 seconds to play in the third. A 10-point lead for Delaware Hayes, the Pacers. Second free throw, no good. We got a lane violation before the free throw could be shot, so it goes to Olentangy Orange Pioneers, trailing by 10 with 45.9 seconds to play. Devin Brown sends it to Nupp and gets it right back. Comes off the screen set by Nupp, then crosses over, gets into the paint. A little reversal and gets the lay-in to go. Nicely done by Levi Davis, driving to the rack and getting the bucket.
They're down 12.
Thinking about a ball fake.
They're going to take the last shot.
Yep. Russell looking at a screen, ostensibly being set by Vanderwerker. Kick to the corner. Driving the baseline, trying to, getting stuck. And they're going to call him out of bounds. So Chase Griggs tried to do a little too much, stepped out of bounds, but got himself up in the air and had nowhere to pass the basketball. 4.7 to play.
If Olentangy can get a bucket here.
The lay-in is up, and it's good. Olentangy got the bucket with good passing. First to Trayton Schrader, then to Devin Brown, who laid it home. And the deficit is now just 6. So 4 straight to finish the quarter for Olentangy Orange.
Wow.
And it's getting dicey inside Alumni Hall at Ohio Dominican.
I think we now, because, that's a momentum builder going into the fourth quarter.
Well, we will see what happens when the fourth quarter commences right after this timeout. 56-50, Hayes on top. You are watching the OHSAA Division I Regional 3 Championship on the NFHS Network.
I'm going to tell you what else.
56-50 is our score with 8 minutes to play in the ball game, or at least in regulation. The fourth quarter is in front of us. There have been a number of overtime matchups to decide trips to the state semifinals. Will this be one of them, or will one of these teams take control in the fourth quarter? He's Coach George Howard. I'm Chris Solwecki. We are so glad that you've chosen to join us tonight. Fourth quarter action underway, 56-50, Hayes on top of the Pioneers. Levi Davis, left-handed dribble. He drives right down the lane, lays it up, too strong, tipped out of bounds. Last touched by the Pioneers, it'll be Hayes basketball.
Hey, he's got to make these shots. He missed 3 or 4 of those same shots last week.
There's a baseball pass that went well over Vanderwalker's arm and was deflected by number 15, Keegan Nupp, so it'll remain with Delaware Hayes out of bounds right in front of press row, just to the right of us. Lohman to inbound. He gets it to Russell. Schrader playing defense. Schrader has 4 fouls. Russell, quick reversal. Lohman to Russell. Thought about going baseline, gives it to Lohman instead. Lohman to Pyatt Brown. Pyatt Brown to Russell. Lob inside, Vanderwalker being guarded by Nupp. Up strong, and Logan Vanderwalker puts it home.
He said, hey, he said he's too small for me. You better put somebody else on me.
Levi Davis drives it. He misses the shot, and the rebound pulled by Jesse Burris. So an 8-point Hayes lead, and they have the basketball. Lohman kicks it to Russell, who shoots from deep, and it's good. Jeremiah Russell from way downtown.
Wow. He shot that with confidence. I tell you what, I like that guard. I like Russell.
61-50. Devin Brown sends it to Schrader. Schrader gives it to Levi, then gets it right back. Dribbles to his left. To the corner goes Joy, right back to Schrader, now to Brown, top of the key. Brown against Vanderwalker. He drives, left hand, lays it up, no good. Vanderwalker gets the rebound. Russell into the paint, foul's gonna be called. And to the free throw line will go Jeremiah Russell.
He was strong getting there. Here's the one move by Vanderwalker right here. Nice, strong move. He said, I'm too strong for you. Too strong.
The foul was called on Levi Davis, his 3rd foul. His opposite number, Jeremiah Russell, at the free throw line, and he hits his first free throw to give his team a 12-point lead, 62-50.
Wow. I tell you what, the way Hayes has come out in this 4th quarter, they say we're not going to lose. We have an opportunity to get to Dayton next week, and they're playing like they really want to get there.
63-60 after a couple of free throws from Jeremiah Russell. Schrader gives it to Brown. Brown being guarded by Carter Pyatt Brown. Comes off the screen by Nupp, shoots from the top of the key, no good.
And no rebounds. I mean, they're only getting 1 shot.
They have not been good from beyond the arc tonight. Orange hasn't. Lohman goes up strong, a little out of control, misses the shot, but on the rebound, Burris throws it off of Devin Brown, so it'll remain Delaware Hayes basketball. Timeout taken on the floor by the Pioneers. 63-50.
There's still time, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you got 5:43 to go. You know, you're up 13, but there's still time.
The stars of the Pacers, Jesse Burris and Landon Vanderwalker. Burris averages 15.7. Tonight he has 15 on the dot. Vanderwalker averages 15.4. He has 14 tonight.
Let me give you a quick stat here. And for the game, Olentangy is 1 for 11 from the three-point line.
Wow.
And then in the 3rd quarter, Delaware Hayes was 6 from 7 from the free throw line and 3 for 4 from the three-point line, shooting 75%.
Wow.
Olentangy was 1 of 6 from the three-point line in the 3rd quarter. And Devin Brown only scored 5 points in the 3rd quarter.
Brown is leading the scoring for Orange. He has 19 points, but he also has 3 fouls. And foul trouble is a serious issue for the Pioneers, as Trayton Schrader has 4, Levi Davis has 3, Devin Brown has 3, Keegan Nupp has 3. Hayes to inbound. Ball fake by Burris. Looking for somewhere to go. Instead, he pulls it out and sends it away. Pyatt Brown, a reversal to Vanderwalker. He goes baseline, spins against Nupp, goes up off glass, and that's good. Low Landon Vanderwerker.
Hey, he's playing like a big-time player tonight. He plays for a great Midwest program, for the Midwest team, for Coach Cups. He's going to have a great summer, but he's playing like a big-time player tonight.
That ball deflected out of bounds, last touched by Hayes, so it'll remain with the Pioneers with 5:16 to play. And Orange, the Pioneers trailing 65-50. Devin Brown catches the inbound. He drives right at Vanderwerker, kicks it out, three-pointer for Joy, off rim, no good. Crashing the glass was Nupp, but he couldn't save it. It goes into the hands of Hayes, and here they come. Burris, kick out for a wide-open three. Russell off the back iron. Vanderwerker skies for the rebound. Here is number 14, Jake Lohman from downtown.
They're blowing it open. They're blowing it open. They're up 18 right now. Hey, it looks like Delaware Hayes is going to Dayton.
It sure does. It looks that way. St. Ignatius out of Cleveland would be their next opponent. They still have 4:44 to go.
Hayes is shooting 8 of 12 from the three-point line tonight at shooting 66%. Look at that.
66% from beyond the arc. That will get it done tonight. Vanderwerker with 16, Burris with 15. Lohman now has 12. And Lohman has had a great regional week as he blew up on Wednesday night in their victory, and now tonight he is above his average with 12 points. He averages 7.3, so Lohman has been a great third scorer for this Hayes team this week.
Wow, I'm telling you, man, this is a really good Delaware Hayes team. And St. Ignatius has their hand full next Saturday. It's going to be one heck of a game.
Levi Davis. Left-handed dribble, sends it to the corner. Brown for three, off the rim, no good. Burris with the rebound. Lohman gives it to Pyatt Brown. He gives it to Vanderwerker. Landon dribbles to the top of the key, hands it off to Russell. Russell spins through the lane, shoots. Jeremiah Russell straight down Broad Street for the finger roll.
That guard makes it happen, man. He runs the show.
Joy with a jump shot, good.
He makes it happen.
70-52, an 18-point lead for Hayes. Pyatt Brown dribbling through traffic, kicks it out. Lohman calling for Russell. Russell comes and gets the basketball. Russell crosses him over, pulls it back out. Burris into the paint. Skipped to the corner, but he couldn't keep his feet in bounds. Out of bounds goes Lohman on the tough pass from Burris. Trying to lob it ahead, but instead it's stolen by Lohman. Russell goes up and lays it home. Jeremiah Russell.
You know, they pulled away with it. I think mentally right now, Orange is gone right now mentally.
Yeah.
They've had a great season. They have nothing to keep their heads down about. But Hayes is just tonight they were the better team tonight.
Jeremiah Russell has 14 points, so of the players on the floor, 4 of them are in double figures. Russell with 14, Lohman with 12, Burris with 15, and Vanderwerker with 16. There's a spin by Davis. He shoots no good. The rebound controlled by number 15, Keegan Nupp. He kicks it out, and there's a foul call. It's going to be against Jeremiah Russell.
You know, when you look at these teams all year, they've been comparable. They've been right up there ranked in the top 5 in the state. And Hayes really hasn't got the just dues that they should have. A lot of people didn't look at them like they looked at Olentangy Orange. But I bet you they will after tonight, because Delaware Hayes is a very good, disciplined team.
Timeout taken on the floor. It's a full timeout with 2:56 to play. We want to invite you to stay with us at the conclusion of this game for the presentation of the medals and trophies, the runner-up and the champion of the Region 3 Division 1 regional champion. And the winner of this game will head to Dayton, Ohio next weekend. And on Saturday night, they'll play Cleveland St. Ignatius, who beat Brunswick yesterday 46-43 to punch their ticket to the championship weekend.
Yes, they did. And I'll be right there. I'll be sitting right there.
It'll be an amazing night, amazing weekend, really. If you are anywhere near Dayton, even if you don't have a dog in the hunt, you ought to get a ticket and get over there and watch some basketball, because championship weekend, the girls is going on right now. Championship weekend for the boys, also incredible.
Yeah, you see number 1 pick Central went down last night in a tough defeat. And Afrocentric, the Afrocentric girls won today. They've won 9 state titles.
Wow.
Set a record. That's incredible.
There's a steal. They're going to call 2 shots on the drive. So Levi Davis got the pick, went to the glass and got fouled. Foul was called on Jesse Burris, his second foul, team foul number 3.
Well, one thing I can say is it's good being back with Adam and working with you, partner.
Yes, sir.
It's been great. Couldn't ask for nobody better.
I agree entirely.
And I'll look forward to seeing you next week down at the States.
We'll
and
have
us
a great
doing
time.
some more of this next year.
We'll have a great time next weekend for sure. And then whatever Adam decides to do, I'm sure we'll be very happy to be a part of it. 72-54 is the score. Hayes has the lead. Burris, ball fake, stays under control and lays it home.
It's coming easy now. It's coming easy.
Jesse Burris with 17. Schrader from downtown. Off the front of the rim, no good. The rebound to Pyatt Brown, but then he has it stolen away by Davis, who spots for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Into the hands of Nupp. Nupp loses a handle. Right into the hands of Davis. 2:10 to play. Brown spins off iron and good. Devin Brown, 2 more. He's got 21 on the evening.
They're not giving up. They're still fighting. That's a Kalo type team. They're continuing to fight and play hard until the end. I think Delaware Hayes is going to take some air out the ball right now.
And their fans are surrounding us. We're on that side of the gym. And the Hayes fans very appreciative of the effort their kids have given tonight, as I'm sure the Pioneers fans are as well. Burris spins into the paint but has a little trouble, so he kicks it out. And Carter Pyatt Brown brings it all the way back to half court, and they'll reset the offense. Lohman to Russell. Pyatt Brown, go ahead.
They're keeping that floor spread, moving the ball, which they're trying to keep that middle open and then kick it, but they may not even shoot another shot. They're really being nice about it, to be honest with you.
Vanderwerker gives it to Lohman. Lohman gets fouled by Devin Brown. That'll be Brown's 4th foul, but that's immaterial at this point as the game is down under its final minute.
You know, I got to give my hats off to Coach DaVincio over there, you know, for taking that air out the ball and say, okay, we're already up. We're not going to try to, you know, hit them with a lot of more points. That's first class. That's class. I like that.
Each team clearing their benches. For the Pioneers, Grant Patchko, number 10. Number 13, Dom Davis. Number 22, Reed Wilson. Number 14, Dylan Willis. And number 24, Xavier Agula. And for Hayes, it's Chase Griggs, number 35. Slim Sims, number 4. Carter Sims, number 11. Garrett Brown, number 22, and number 2, Drew Banasak. Banasak has it. He sends it away to Brown. Garrett just crossing guys over. Now kicks it out to Banaszak. 40 seconds to play. Banaszak again sends it away. They're just spreading the floor, as Coach already mentioned. 30 seconds to a state championship opportunity for Delaware Hayes. Hand off to Sims. Skip to Brown. 15 seconds to a regional championship for Hayes. Banaszak just dribbling out the clock. 4, 3, 2. And the champions of the OHSAA Division I Region 3 are the Pacers of Delaware Hayes by the final score tonight of 74-56.
Well, it's been one heck of a game, and I tell you what, you know, you love the way both teams battled. I think that Orange, just at the end, it was just a little bit too much Hayes, you know, and Hayes didn't, they didn't let up. They didn't let up at all. They kept coming with it, and they kept playing, and they were too big for them. And then when you look at these stats, Olentangy had 15 rebounds, in the second half, Delaware Hayes outscored them 39-17. It was crazy.
Hayes came out of the locker room
coach right
big.
there from St. Ignatius that's in the house. Came down and looked at the game, and that's who they're going to play next week. It's going to be something else.
It will be St. Ignatius versus Delaware Hayes on Saturday from the University of Dayton Arena. Of course, you can see all the brackets and how everybody got where they've gotten to this point by visiting www.ohsaa.org. If you click on sports and pick boys basketball, there's all kinds of great information, including history, taking you all the way back to the teams that have played in the state championships and how often they've won. This will be the first time that Delaware Hayes has made it to championship weekend.
Well, Vanderwalker, if you want to ask who's the MVP of the game, if we gave that away, it would be Vanderwalker. He had 16 points and 11 rebounds. He had a double-double today.
Vanderwalker
he got it done.
Played very, very well tonight. And he and the Delaware Hayes Pacers are going to continue to play on. They will go to the state championship weekend next weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are the games. These guys will play on Saturday, and the winner of their game will play on Sunday. The final game of the weekend is the Division I championship, so it'll be probably 7 p.m., maybe 8 p.m. I'm not sure the exact start time for that Division I championship game next Sunday night.
Yeah, it's going to be a barn burner. I'll be there. I'm looking forward to it. You've got St. Ignatius is very well coached. They're big, like Hayes is, so it's going to be a tough battle.
They're handing out the medals to the runners-up, Olentangy Orange. We're going to step aside. Keep it right here, but step aside and let you listen to the public address announcer announce these kids' names. calling for the captains to come out and get the runner-up trophy. They've already gotten their medals, and there they are. Devin Brown, Dylan Joy come out to receive the trophy. Team that was 26-1 coming into tonight, Coach. Nothing to hang their heads about. They played a great season. So there you have it. The medals have been awarded to the state champions, or the regional champions, excuse me, Delaware Hayes. They will play for a state championship next weekend. And before we go away, we're going to give a chance for them to receive their regional, I should say, championship trophy. There it is. So there you have it, 74-56, the final score tonight, as Delaware Hayes ran away with it in the second half and got the victory over Olentangy Orange and have punched their ticket, the final ticket, to the OHSAA State Championship weekend next weekend at the University of Dayton Arena. St. Ignatius will be their matchup, and Coach, just look into your crystal ball a little bit. You know a little bit about St. Ignatius, you know a lot about Hayes. What do you see in this matchup next weekend?
Hey, it's going to be a matchup of two. One, two good coaches. Two, it's going to be a great matchup of two good teams. They both have different styles, but they're both got nice size. It's going to be a great game.
You can see
and I'm looking forward to it. I'll be there.
Yes, sir. We'll both be there. Jake Lohman up on the ladder, cutting down the first piece of net. Here comes Jesse Burris to do the same, and this will go on for the next few minutes. What are these kids feeling right now as they go up there and climb up that ladder and cut down a piece of the net?
Hey, you know, there's no feeling like it. You know, to go up there, cut down the net, this is something that you'll remember for the rest of your life. And they'll be able to put that piece of net in their photo book and put it up in their room, and they'll have that for the rest of their life. It's nothing like it.
So that'll do it for us from Alumni Hall on the campus of Ohio Dominican University. 74-56, Your final thoughts on what you saw tonight, Coach George Howard.
I saw two great teams battling for 3 quarters, and I think that the size of Hayes just kind of took over in the latter parts of the 3rd quarter. But, you know, hey, listen, Orange gave it everything they had. They had a great season. They was number 1 for most of the season. And the good thing about it, they've got everybody coming back next year. So next year is going to be another good year. Delaware Hayes is going to be good again next year. So, hey, come on back. But nothing to hold their heads down about. They had a great season, and this was a great game and gave everybody their money's worth.
Each team came in 26-1. The Pioneers finished their season with a record of 26-2. For Hayes, they go to 27-1 and look to a weekend from now when they go to Dayton, Ohio, to face Cleveland St. Ignatius in the first semifinal of the OHSAA Division I Basketball Championships. Congratulations to Hayes. They're the victors tonight. 74-56, the final score. Now for all of us from Yamo Media, from NFHS Network, appreciate Adam Dell and all the hard work that he does producing these events. For Tim Street and the gang at the OHSAA, we appreciate them as well. And for my partner, George Howard, thank you so much for listening, for being a part of tonight's festivities. Congratulations to Delaware Hayes, and we'll see you next time. Until then, have a great week, everybody.